So there you have it. That was that big drop. Unicursal. So on a 1 day chart, Unicursal Energy one. This is a pretty sharp drop. Pinnacle point in which we moved into a significant decline. But also on a 1 month, it's going to stand out. Looks like we're back on track. We're just missing out on these lows here, but this is that unicursal for sure. It's a big drop, not only on a 1 day, but on a 1 month, because you see it here as well. And so my sense is that we probably have a little bit of like a return to the upside here, um, at least in like the last 20 minutes or something like that. I mean, we've met a low, right? We met a low like literally like at 3:01, right? We've got the low correlation here from 3 to 4 p.m., but there's a breakout out of it. I'm probably actually going to sell against. Ah, I don't know. It's like there's a couple things that could happen. Like I'm tempted to sell against my position, so that I don't take a day trade and I collect profits, and basically I'll have like a $300 spread, that would expire if it expired in the money that I got paid to put on. It's pretty cool. But I'm also feeling that this Princess of Cups is probably the point at which we want to exit. So we're either going to see more decline right around the close, like to a lower price level, which would indicate exit today, or if we end moving to the upside, then I would say that's a really definitive uh, indication that we want to close the short position midday, or maybe not midday, but like late morning session probably. Hey, AV. Right, I think we probably end higher, not necessarily than today, but we end higher tomorrow than the open. So it's an overall bullish day, I think. And then I did when I originally did this reading, it was a little difficult to determine the open on Monday the 13th, but there were some things that earlier today I noticed, as far as cross reading congruencies. And so I'd say we very likely open lower on the 13th than we close on the 10th as well. AV, is it a long position or is it a short position? I'd probably wait till tomorrow, actually. Since it's a long position, I think I'd probably wait till tomorrow. There's probably a notable move higher tomorrow. How long? Like what price did you get into it at? Right, right. I remember that reading that question. Well, I would say I got the Aeon card for tomorrow. I actually got the full card for today, which is in a lot of cases a notable decline. But since it's a full card, it also offers a bit of an opportunity. You might be able to, uh, you probably be able to get at a better price tomorrow. There, you could risk like cost averaging down today and then closing out at a higher price tomorrow and possibly get rid of some of that loss. But it is risky when you cost average down on things. It can be very risky, especially with options. But as far as today goes, if you were on the early morning session, like when I woke up this morning and I looked at the reading, there was a lot more clarity than all the other times I've previously looked at it. It just seemed more clear to me. Um, and so in the midst of this move here, which I wasn't sure if it was going to stop here or if it was going to poke through this yellow price level. So what we have here, guys, is an example of when the Sorrow card is it pokes through a diagonal trend line, which doesn't happen often, but it does happen occasionally. That's why I mention it. And so you can see here, 1, 2, 3, and then a sharp drop off for the third poke. That's the Sorrow card in action. In any case, so I actually opened up a short, excuse me, I opened up a long position when we were down here, closed the long position for about 20% profit, not a big one here, but I was lucky because if I'd waited, I would have been wrong. And then right around the same time there, I opened up an at the money put, which is now significantly that more valuable. Hopefully other people were following along on that, but that's that unicursal, that significant drop there. And based on what's transpired thus far, there's a good chance that we still have a half hour. I'm interested to see what happens. We could turn around here and have a little bit of a rally into the close, in which case I think tomorrow would be tomorrow's Princess of Cups is probably the exit, which would be this kind of speaking of it. But if we open or if we close in the midst of a decline, like if we close, we're declining right into the close. If that happens, then I would probably exit my position, my short position for a day trade, or actually I'd probably sell against it, so that I avoid the day trade. And what I would be doing is creating a vertical debit spread that I actually got paid a credit to put on. It's pretty dope when that happens. So in other words, if it continues to go in my favor, I would make another $300 at expiration. But I don't think I would want to wait for that. What I'd probably do, if we open higher or we go higher in the morning, I would buy back that short position, and then I'd close the long position there midday. Or excuse me, close a short position there midday, and then probably open up a long position. So in any case, if you were on that morning session where I this morning and I noticed all these things, like there's a couple of strong cross reading congruencies that I missed on the 13th. So I have a pretty strong feeling that we opened lower on the 13th. Yeah, so this I probably wouldn't open up a long position here. I just closed my short position here tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning, Monday morning, I would probably open up a long position to close at the end of the day. Still got a ways to go on the RSI on a 5-minute chart. Eh, I don't like it. Hey, it was luck. It looks negative, and most likely he's going to raise rates. Because I saw that we were raising rates in November, but then we this last time it was kind of like, what was it? It was he didn't do anything, which indicated to me that most likely the next possible opportunity would be where he does raise the rates. Riven November, December. So the multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance in November. We have an important price level on a multi-day scale in December. And a lot of price change, so you could probably trade both directions in December. But overall, I think it's to the upside, December. As far as ADR being more bullish than Riot, that's a yes. Will QQQ hit 360 next week? I got a yes for that as well. Just double check here, make sure that's the case. The pleasure card is one. I'm pretty sure that pleasure card is kind of a tricky card, but I'm pretty sure it's a yes. Yeah, it's a yes. And it looks like we just went through a second unicursal there, or that's the first unicursals right there. That's from the third. This is another one up. We're coming up on that second unicursal right here, guys. Right, the unicursal from the. Well, one's not from the third. What's up, Hermes? You want to come up? One's from the first, and the other one's from the third. But in either case, we're probably going to break through that based on the way that the unicursal price markers work. We'll probably be breaking through this price level. And I wonder, we might even go to this one, guys. That would be something else overnight if we went to that. That would be something else. 425 or 423, excuse me. You want to come up, buddy? So will QQQ hit 360? Did I answer that, AV? I'm like spaced out. I got a no for that. Hermes, stop giving me kisses, you goofball. Hey, Robert. Do I think gaming will be as big this bull run as the last? It looks like it's probably going to be bigger, a bigger run. All right, so let me do that again. QQQ. 360. It's a yes. I got 3 yeses. Oh, CPI, that would be in the morning on Wednesday. I was like, I must not know about this Fed thing. Um, yeah, I mean, it's looking like a drop right off of the first thing in the morning here. Yeah, we have our lowest low there in the morning on the S&P. Probably our lowest low for the month. Might not be as low as here low. It might just be like the lowest low like since then or something. It would have to be a really big drop. Although it could happen. I mean, it could. I've seen crazier things happen. So in any case, if you just hopped on, if you were on in the morning session, discussed going short right about here in this peak. I said it would either come to this resistance. Why is it not? I said we would either come to this resistance and poke through this a few times. Sorry, we would either come to this resistance and poke through it a few times. If we came to this resistance here, this is what I said, then we probably see this resistance once more. But if we didn't and we came to this resistance and turned around, then chances are we were on a diagonal trend line where we poked through three times, followed by a sharp decline. And you can see that's exactly what took place. Sharp decline commenced right after the third poke. I open up a long position down here, close the long position here, open up a short position here. I'm looking to close the short position right around the close, most likely, based on what's transpiring right now. Hopefully, there's people that were on in the morning session that are making money on this because this was a pretty solid day for trading. And my sense is that we probably go lower tomorrow because it's there's a couple of things. This ruin is indicating some lower price level. We've got the unicursal correlation on the 9th. Huh. There's a gap there that needs to be filled as well. That's interesting. And then we have a gap here that needs to be filled. And that gap here would take us down below the 423, which is that last unicursal marker, recent unicursal marker. I think we probably go below 423 at least by Wednesday. Wow, I have like such an itchy throat. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to take an allergy pill or something. So tomorrow morning, by the way, guys, everybody that does the morning session, I probably won't be on in the morning. I'll probably come on midday just because I've got another doctor's appointment. Actually, I probably won't be on midday. I might be able to get on in the morning, but there's good chance that I won't be on in the morning. I'll still be on around 3 o'clock, though. If I can get on in the morning, I will, but it might be difficult. I think we still got a little ways to go to the upside here over the next couple days, but tomorrow might be a bit of a down day for Bitcoin. I got a yes for that. It was luck. ADR performs better than SDGI over the next bull run. Yeah. Will Google see a peak tomorrow? Oh. Um. Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, so there's a peak tomorrow. Yeah, probably a higher price level than we've seen thus far. Highest high. It could have been today, but I think probably we see a slightly higher one tomorrow. And then on the 14th, actually on the morning of the 13th, I might open up a little bit of a long position there. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we'll have a higher price level here on the 24th during that half day. I don't know if I'd do that. Yeah, I probably would, and I'd close it at the end of the week, the long position. I don't think I'd wait till this high because this could get a little tricky there. Hey, excuse me, AJ, welcome. Will gold finish higher tomorrow compared to closing price today? Um, it's hard to say. It might be around the same price because I'm getting kind of like a mixed message there, AJ. It'll probably be around the same price. If you're looking to take profits, AJ, my recommendation is a bird in hand's worth two in the bush. And that definitely goes for any type of investment in the stock market because once the money's in the market, everybody is trying to take that money from you. So, like, you got to think about it like that. The longer it's in the market, the more likely it is to get taken from you. More likely you are to make a wrong decision, things like that. Yeah, so that's the put I put on today. Those 423s I bought a while ago, cost average down a little bit. Yesterday I bought an extra one. Those are doing pretty well today. I think we'll probably see below 423 very, very soon. I have a feeling. And I think I'm probably going to leave this 438 put open rather than close it for a day trade or sell against it for a vertical put spread. And I think I'm probably just going to leave it open and close it tomorrow. So, I was just thinking about something here, guys. Um, been a little quiet couple days now. Oh, wrong one. Um, my sense is that somebody, probably one of the newer people, because they were very, very active, and then all of a sudden, poof, they were talking about how they like buy more contracts, buy more contracts, buy more contracts, right? Which can do you could do really great, but when you're wrong, it's like you can only be wrong so many times before you run out of capital. You can be right infinite times and keep capital, but you can only be wrong so many times and run out of capital. So you never want to put all of your eggs in one basket, even if you're completely certain. Even if you have a psychic with a 98% average accuracy telling you it's like the most certain thing in the world, you should never put all of your eggs in one basket. You must trade responsibly. I guarantee you that person is no longer active because the 50K that they made went like that. I'm not gonna be right all the time, and as I always say, guys, it'll be that time where you do something super irresponsible that you know you shouldn't do. That'll be the time. That'll be wrong. It's like, at least that's how it is for me. And you can see how that happened over the weekend. I totally over leveraged myself and took back all of the gains that I made in like a week and a half and a little bit. But here we are coming back from it because I went back to trading responsibly. Guarantee you that's why we don't see that person talking anymore. Guaranteed. Hopefully we see them again. Hopefully they survived from the lesson learned and are just taking a breather. But I definitely warned them many, many times. I might put on a vertical call spread here, shave off some of the cost of the long call by buying back the short call tomorrow, probably midday. Hermes, move. Jeez, you funny guy. Always in my way, you silly, silly. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it short for now. Tesla? Oh, so this is I tomorrow. There's probably a really big gap up overnight here, and then another kind of bearish day, but with the gap up. But I will say the high. It looks like the high for Tesla's already in. And I would want to get out of that long position tomorrow, probably morning, and into another short position. Probably to close end of day on the 13th or somewhere on the 13th. All right, guys, with that said, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. There's definitely people that made money today based on our earlier session in the morning and what we planned on doing together. So make sure to go here to, where is it? Our website, Tarot for Traders. Under the resources tab, follow that rule of karma. 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities is effectively transmuting the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. 5% of the profits back to the channel, guaranteeing abundance mentality and gratitude mentality. That leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you follow those rules, my friends, makes you an angel investor of the channel. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold for following through on your end of the agreement. Blessings, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.